Welcome to the Spirit Guide Daily. Hey, when we're in a collective, we all share energy. These are timeless messages that will reach you when they're meant to. This is the Muse Tarot. This is the Lover's Oracle, Beach Time Soul, or Island Wellness cards. They have, that's not even the only three names they've had. They have rebranded this particular deck so many times. It's a good deck, but man, did they ever miss with the name. This is the Endora Fortune deck. We're going to get three predictive cards from the Muse spread. What's the energy for the collective today, please? Hey guys, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe because it helps my channel. And if you like the reading, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Let's go here. Interesting flow on this. I'm going to go for just one more minute or a couple more seconds at least. Let's see what's coming out here. It just had an interesting vibe to it there for a moment. We have the Ten of Cups in the upright, happiness, fulfillment. It can be the card of marriage, of partners, but it's a card of families as well. That comes out with the Muse in this deck. The Muses stand in for the Kings of Voices, which is going to be Swords, King of Swords. That could be truth, clarity, the ability to face the truth. It's practicing sound judgment. It can be air sign energy, which is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I kind of don't feel like it is the thing. You think it's more very sound judgment around what will make you happy has been part of your healing journey with the Death card in the upright, which is a Scorpio card, and new beginnings as well. Let's keep going here for just a moment, but my gut senses here is that if you have been trying to choose the head and the heart battle and you've been choosing the head, the heart is like, hey, I'm being neglected over here. Like there's more trying to come to you for your personal happiness, and it may be taking a different shape and a different form than you thought it was going to, but your judgment is very sound now. It's not like you... Here's what I find in people who are healing from traumatic emotional injury from their childhood, frequently resulting in codependency, is that at first, the only thing they really value is love, 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 because they were not given enough love as a child from their caretakers, or one of their primary social connections damaged them, meaning they were bullied in school, they weren't accepted, they feel a lot of rejection, and so acceptance and validation in the form of being chosen in a romantic capacity has that little bit too much power over them. And as you heal, you might get to the point of being like, well, that's all BS. I will never have that. And the universe is like always, 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 when you think you've arrived at a place and it's like, I understand it all now, the universe is going to be like, oh, heck no, you do not. Let's get a lover oracle here, a love oracle. Love oracle cards, also called the Beach Time Soul, the Island Wellness. It's got a lot of healthy choices. Boy, is that interesting. When I picked this one up, I looked at the back of the deck and this was the card on it. Making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. The time in your life to find out what romance really is meant to be in your life is when you are healed. Prior to being healed, you're looking to pack a wound within with the love of another. And it almost always goes pear-shaped because everybody else has their own journeys. This guy just went flying. The Sphinx, choose your words carefully. The Sphinx is also like the mystery and the riddle of the Sphinx. Okay, so this is an interesting one, and it is only going to apply to people who have been fully healed and have pretty much determined, I don't want anybody. I'm good like this. Why would I ever let that happen to me again? And sincerely, if you're not in that space, this message does not really apply to you. You're not right. You're not right, and there is more that will come to you that will challenge your notions. Almost every absolute that you have decided is something that the universe will challenge as much as it can, because we're here in an ever-expanding energy trying to learn and to grow more. Please don't categorize romantic love as being only one thing. It cannot fulfill our emotional needs. We have to learn how to do that, but then we can also additionally have love. Now, for my people who are still struggling with some things, understand that until you get to that point, you're likely to have a series of relationships in your life that are trying to teach you about that. The Chalice, rejuvenation, and emotional fulfillment. I took that second one because, hey, the mystery of the Sphinx, while interesting, is a little bit irksome for a daily read. It's kind of like, yeah, that's not helpful. Yeah, there's more happiness coming to you, and it's coming from a very peculiar direction. And your logic and your emotional space are going to clash quite a bit. You're going to find a good balance with it. This could be quite in the future, by the way, for some people, and for other people it's going to be imminent. The other thing that you learn as you're healing from emotional trauma is you get fewer like absolutes on the details of what's going to happen. You have to learn to trust yourself a little bit more because you are connected more within. I like the overall energy of this, but there's this ever so slightly, like the mysterious vibe of the Sphinx is on this. It's like, wow, it's going to mean different things for different people. Once again, if you think you understand what is going to make you happy, prepare yourself to have yet another alteration in your view of the world. Extremism and absolutes have no place in a spiritual journey. There is never one thing that is true for absolutely every person. And if you think you have found the answers for you, the universe is very likely to challenge that, either to make you truly determine your course of action by committing to that, or to challenge your perception quite frequently of others. This particular draw says, it's coming around again. It's coming around again. And what is it? Apparently, it has something to do with making healthy choices in love. And it can be being able to reject somebody who's not right for you, somebody in the past who you might have been like, that is the only person that I want. They might be showing up and you're like, what was I thinking? Which happens so much on a healing journey. You look at the people you were formerly attracted to and were just like, oh, that is a repeating energy signature. Oh my goodness. And you can recognize when you've outgrown it. But for still others, it's going to be about, I guess really what I want to do is wrap up by saying is expect the unexpected. Things are still evolving. Don't think you have reached the clear ground with no more hills or valleys, but it's not about challenges. It apparently is more about happiness. You think that your happiness is going to be contained in this very particular area that I think excludes too much at this particular point, and the universe is saying, no, we're gonna keep banging on that door. You don't have to let us in, but we're gonna keep trying to bring you a lesson about the ever evolving nature of being a person, meaning that we're always in a state of transition. We're always evolving into our next self, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care. Being happier is the vibe that really came off of this one. We also had emotional fulfillment and rejuvenation. That was a Spirit Guide Daily for today. Interesting challenges coming from the universe, but they look like it's about ways to be happier. And if you hear that and all you think is romantic love, you still have something to heal. And it really is that simple, because happiness lies in so many different areas of life. All right, take care. Be well.